part till now. I'm just pre-interacting before the actual session starts. So anyone got any doubt regarding the project building part? Like how to build the project, how to take the approach? Hmm. So I'm presuming that most of you guys got the project, right? Like you guys don't have any doubt regarding the project, so you guys are doing the project then. So I think we are expecting like how many participants are there? 16 others plus 23 people. So 23 out of 20 people will be there. The projects, I guess, the 20 projects we are getting.
Hello everyone, welcome back to the Machine Learning and TensorFlow Bootcamp organized by GDSC SNU in collaboration with Skepsis. Today we are in our day 5. We have come a long way. Your consistency and determination is really considerable. Today we have with us our very own Archisman Ray, who is the blockchain mentor at the Codate community as well as the mentor for the day. Archishman, up to you.
Thank you, Ankana, for the introduction. So today we are going to start with the computer vision's like OpenCV's implementation. Okay, so let's get started with it. So how many of you remember what was taught in the previous day? Like what the Brita sir taught us, like about the condensed signals and medium blur, about different sampling, about grayscaling. So whatever you guys have learned during like the image enhancement and all in your previous session, the theory part, we are just gonna try to implement it. But before implementing, we'll be obviously going through the basic part, like how to read an image, how to grayscale an image, what are different kinds of image layers, resizing, flipping image, cropping, saving an image, drawing shapes, object detection at final. Okay. So this will be our final thing, which we will be doing for today. Okay, so this is our curriculum for today's particular part. We'll be trying to we'll try keeping the meeting short today for the hour session as well. Okay. So before starting, let's get into like what is OpenCV for you guys. Like you guys attended the session yesterday now. So let me hear from you guys. What is OpenCV? What is computer vision? Or what is it all about? Excuse me. Let's hear it from you guys. Okay, I will let the chat running. Whenever I get an answer, I will be seeing it. Okay, so let's get started. So before reading and displaying the image, first you need to import the image. You guys know how to import the image. So first set up your like notebooks. Once you guys are on with your notebooks, just write in the message or then the chat box. Okay. So I'm giving you like 5 minutes for setting up your Google Notebook. Okay, just write hi or +1 or 1, like just write 1 for yeah, you have done it. Okay, so we will be just taking 5 minutes. Okay, once you're done, just comment it on the chat box. Today the chat seems a bit of like, as Arunima said, that it's not lively today. So anyone who is active actually attending, just drop down a hi. Let's see. Okay, Rima did it. Nice. Okay, some old face actually. I don't think I'm old. Nice. +1. Three Malya. Okay, two, three people did. Nimesh also did set up the notebook. Anushka also did it. Okay, +2. Yes, Admin Chandra also +1. Nice. We'll be waiting for a minute more, and in 45 we'll be getting started with this thing. Others, out of 21 people, there are only like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 people only set up. Okay, सारे सो रहे. Ah, जागो भारत, जागो. Okay, so Chandan also. Okay, so let's see how things work out. Now, before starting, just upload your image, whatever image file you have. If you don't have an image file, go on to Google, copy your image, like take an image. Okay, like take some image. Like you can use, like you can go and download the OpenCV image also. Okay, so just type down their OpenCV and just download that particular image. Okay, and you guys will be ready to go with it. Okay, so download it. Now, after downloading it, just import your dependencies, the dependencies you have. Okay, the importing part, importing CV2. It's the computer vision. It's the open CVs, open computer vision 2. Okay, import NumPy, and from Google Colab.patches, import CV2 like underscore I am sure. Now about this, I will be talking in the later part of the section. Okay. Uh, about NumPy, I have already shared a video. Okay, how many of you guys have already went through that NumPy thing, like the YouTube part, or even if it's not the video which was sent in the group? How many of you have like guys got through the NumPy part by any means, like any video or anything? Like you guys understood the what is NumPy, what is NDR is not yet. Okay, okay. Rima saw it. Good. Rima saw it. So basically, this was a prerequisite. Like before working with like images, you guys need to know like how NumPy array works. Okay, because in the previous session, as Debrata sir already mentioned, that images are not actually like how we see. They are the pixel values. They are in an array format. Okay, the images which we have actually looks like this. This is an image, and this is the array format. It's 253. It's 144. Okay, so that's how an image works. Okay, so you guys need to know about a bit of NumPy. So no worries. You guys can obviously, this session will be recorded, so you guys can go and look into it, look into the NumPy, then see these videos. No, but still you will get what is going on. I'll try to explain in that manner only. So don't worry. If you guys are good with arrays, so you guys are good. Okay, enough of talking. Let's get back into it. So now, how to read an image. Now, before doing these things, you guys need to read an image. Now, like you need to read the data sets. In the linear regression, we used to read data sets. We used to read data from a CSV file. We used to read a data from maybe from WordPad, or maybe we can read data from HTML file also. Likewise, over here, we are reading the image. Okay. Now, for reading an image, it's the syntax is cv2.imread and the path. Right now, I am using this image. Okay. So right now I'm using this image. So I'm just copying the path from here, and from copy path, you guys can paste the path over here. Okay. Till this much, it's okay. Wait a minute. Okay, yes, yeah. Till this much, it's cool, I guess. Okay. Now, after we read the image, we need to see what's the type of the image. Okay. So the type of the image, as I said, it's a NumPy ND array. Because when you view the IMG, it doesn't give you a picture. Rather, what's CV2? CV2 is the library for OpenCV. Okay, that's what is CV2. Now OpenCV stands for Open Computer Vision. So that's CV2. Okay, it's a OpenCV's library, nothing else. Like you used to import NumPy. Okay, used to use pandas. And the third line, yeah, I like about the third line we are going to talk about at a later section, because unless you guys understand the first part, you guys won't get what is about the image. Okay, so yeah, cool. Now, image, as I said, basically when you read an image, it doesn't, like, you don't read a complete picture. Rather, what you read is a formation of arrays. You can see these are all the arrays. Okay, now these arrays, when mixed together and when put in a particular format, gives you an image. Okay, so let's see what is it. Now if you see the type of the image, so yeah, it is giving you numpy.nd array. What does type function do? It says what is the type of the variable. Okay, so that is the type from, like, that's what type function do. If you give I is equal to 1, it will give you the type of int. Okay, now what is img.shape? Now img.shape is nothing, but it is actually the, like, length and height of the image. Okay, now if you see, wait a minute, I thought to show you this in the later section, but I am sure img. Now it is the height of the image. Okay, this is what represents, it is all the pixel value. Like img.shape actually returns the size of the array. Okay, what is the size of the array? The size of the array is 2408. This is the 2408, means there are 2048 rows and 1662 columns. Okay, 1662 columns means it is all about arrays now. So it's working like that. Now what is 3? 3 also will get into the later part. Okay, because this is an interesting concept, because computer doesn't see images as we see, as we perceive image. Okay, so they all like computer always understand in a numerical number. The computer is all about, like, mathematics now. So it understands things in number wise. So let's see what is 3 in the later part. Now basically, if you want to run it locally, now as I unfortunately don't have a graphics card in my local desktop, so in my local server, so my PC can do a bit damage. So that's why I'm using Google Colab, because it gives you free graphics card, as I said, like free GPU RAM. That's why I'm using Google Colab. Now if you want to run this in locally in like PyCharm or in like whatever like Python ID you have, not Jupyter Notebook. I repeat, not Jupyter Notebook, but whatever Python ID you have, you guys can do this thing, cv.imshow and cv.wait. Now what it does basically, over here what we are seeing, whenever we are like showing an image, cv2 like underscore imshow image, what it shows basically, it just shows you a picture. But when you're going to run it locally, it a pop-up window will open. A pop-up window will open displaying that picture, and this wait key says that you guys have to wait. Okay, means that pop-up if you did only this part, the pop-up window will come and go in a fraction of second. Now you guys obviously don't need to like you guys don't need that pop-up window to come and go. You guys need that pop-up window to stay so that you can look that image. So wait key says ki wait for this number of second. When you give 0 second, that means wait for infinite seconds. And if it isn't 0, if you give 1 or 2, it will like wait for 2 seconds, it will wait for 3 seconds, like that. Okay, this is how you run it in PyCharm ID or any other Python IDE. Now you guys will have a common question like why can't I use this thing in my Google server or in my notebooks? Okay. The problem with is that Google Colab does not support cv2.imshow because it requires an X server, which is not available in the web browser. The X server is a software layer that allows application to interact with graphical user interface of a computer. So if you understand in layman terms, it's like a server is there which will interact with your like GUI, like saying the computer key, please open your tab, please open your window. So that Google Colab does not support. That's why without an X server, cv2.imshow cannot open a window now. Like without, as Colab doesn't give you that access to open a window, unfortunately, it will not work then. Okay, that's why the cv2.imshow cannot work because it can't interact with your like direct personal computer. Okay, it can interact with the GUI of your computer system. Okay, am I clear at this part? Guys, so yeah, okay. Trigger got, Rima got, Siddhant got it. Okay, nice, 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 nice. So yeah, I in the previous section I showed you how to show an image. So CV2 hyphen I am show because you guys are doing it in collab, so you guys need to use this. And I remember that Rima asked like, what is this? So yeah, for this thing, you Google have its separate library for showing the image, and that's that you can access it from google.colab.patches. Okay. Now, obviously, it's a library CV2. I am sure. Could you repeat once more the last part? Okay, which part? This part, Chandra. This part. Am I right about like? Is this part you
Yes,
like?
like why can't we use it in Google Colab view? That
Uh,
part, did you explain?
Basically, in Google Colab, it doesn't give you the access to open a window. Let's take an example. Wait. For example, uh, you guys rent a house. Okay. Now you guys have rented a house. You went to that house and you are doing everything. Whatever you want, you're doing everything. But there is certain limitation because that's not your house. There's certain limitation you have to perform. You can't just break down the house and destroy the house or do like these things because you have rented the house. That's not your house. Okay. Likewise, when you're working with Google Colab says that it can access your computer's GUI. What is GUI? It can access like if I give a command open mm, open for example a game, open a Valorant game, or please open Spotify app. It can't do. Google Colab can't do. Okay. So the thing is, Google Colab cannot interact with the GUI of your computer system. Basically, it can open a pop-up window, nothing else. In basic term, it can open a pop-up window. If you use this, it doesn't allow because obviously you're running it in a web server now. If you're running it in a web server, it can open a new window. Yeah, open a like not a tab, but a window in sensor. What is a pop-up window? Like for example, if you say run, like when you do this thing, let me think. Uh, when you click on the CMD prompt, okay. When you guys click on the CMD prompt, this is a pop-up comes, means the application opens. Okay, the application opens. Similarly, when you run this particular command, okay, there is a pop-up window showing the picture. Whenever you click on the picture, what happens? A picture opens, like a media player opens, and that displays the picture. Now you can do that thing in Google Colab. Okay, Google Colab, whatever you have to do Google Colab, the output will come over here. A new window will not open. A new window will like a pop-up window will not open and display that particular image. Okay, it basically cannot interact with your system, nothing else. Okay, like I was able to clear it a bit. Like be honest, no worries if you like if it's not clear with you. Okay. See what I believe, there are no bad students, there only are bad teachers. So if you guys can't understand, I'm really sorry. But if you guys, I will try to explain whatever manner I can. But do share whatever doubts you have. Okay. Don't just keep nah. अभी नहीं समझेंगे, बाद में समझ लेंगे कहीं और से. So no worries, you guys can obviously interact and see. Okay, so that's the thing. Okay, so that's the image showing part. Now let's grayscale the image. What is grayscaling an image? Can anyone answer me this? What is a grayscaling an image? Boys, girls, people, folks. What's grayscaling? Come on. अरे चलो यार, ChatGPT मान लो. What's grayscaling? Come on, guys. Let's make it interactive as much as we can. Darkening? Okay. But if it's darkened, like if you darken this image, so what will happen? This red will become dark red, this green will become dark green, and this blue will become dark blue. Okay, but where the gray part is coming, that's not grayscaling. But because there is no gray part is coming up, maybe RGB ratio, I don't know. No issues. Let's have a try. Fading. Okay, what's fading? Okay, even if we fade this, what do we mean by fade? We decrease the opacity of that particular color. Okay, that means it decreases the opacity. Matlab, it becomes transparent. The more transparent means it is going to the light color. Where's the gray part coming still? Making a picture B and W, black and white. Yeah. Who is it? Devankan. Devankan, yeah, you're right. Making a picture into a black and white image. That's what is a grayscale. Because in Purane Zamane mein, there were no like pictures of like colored picture. There were a black and white picture. But actually, were there black and white? There were only black and there were only white. No. If there were only black and if there will be only white, that would be an absurd image, right? Isn't it? So that was grayscale. That the image was a grayscale. You had a shades of gray, and with the increase of the gray shades, the number gets increased. So we are going to see what is basically grayscaling. Let's see into it. Now for converting an image, it was said in the previous session also about grayscale. Anyways, so for converting an image into grayscale, so this is the code. Like this is syntax cv2.cvt color img, where you're passing the img, like you're passing the image. This is the image. Okay, you're storing the image in img variable, so you're passing the variable. Okay, and you're saying that please convert cv2.color semi, like from bgr, from blue, green, red, convert it to gray. Simple. Okay, so it is converting into gray, and let's see what is the image, how it's showing it. So yeah, you can see this is the grayscaling of an image. See over here, this is like grayscale is nothing but converting to gray. Okay, now for like if you guys have heard in the session, DB sir mentioned about colors, like the number, like the color numbers, like 0 represent I guess black, and 255 represents white. Okay, if I am wrong, yeah, 255 represents white and 0 represents black. Okay, now this is all this like images. What are it? Like these are all the values from 0 to 255. The more darker the image, it is less number. The more brighter the image, the more brighter the gray color, the closer it is to 255. The darker it is closer to 0, and it is in middle somewhat. Okay, got it? Boys, girls, what's up? Yeah, cool. Now let's come into the image layers. Okay, now when you read a colored image, we can't get obviously the black and white colored image always. Okay, we get like we don't always get black and white images. We get colored images. Now often you've heard about RGB, red, green, blue. Okay, now with these three basic colors, new like different colors can be formed. That is like this is how an image has been created. So the first layer is blue, the second layer is green, and the third layer is red. Now if you remember over here, I said you about this shape. So it represents the height, it represents the width. But what is this 3? This 3 is the number of colors. Remember, image is a 3-dimensional figure. It's a three-dimensional array, okay, where there are three colors and the different composition of these three colors, like how much the blue will be there, like in the whole image. Okay, let's run this thing and let's see. Wait a minute. अरे यार. Let's run this image. Okay. Now over here there are three layers. Okay. First being red, sorry, first being blue, second being green, and the third being red. Okay. So think it is a sheet of paper. Take three sheets of paper. In one draw this, in the second draw this, and then in the third draw this. Okay. In the first, what we are seeing, as we have this, okay, this is a blue color. So over here, every array is 0. Other than this area, every other particular place is 0. Only this has some values because it's a blue color. Okay. In this first layer, it will give you some values. Now in the second sheet, it is the first sheet. The first sheet has been gone. In the second sheet. Now in the second sheet, every other array, like in the second sheet, if you draw the matrix from the array, okay. So every other position, like in this position, this comma, this comma, this comma, like every other position is 0, except over here. This also 0, this also 0, except this position, every place is 0 in the second sheet. And in the third sheet, these two all are 0 except this position. Now when you merge this all the things, you get this full image. Okay. Am I clear? Like, am I able to clear it? So these are the three particular layers. In this first layer, the blue layer comes, then in the second layer, there is a green layer, and this third layer, there is a red layer, which submerged together gives you a cool, fantastic image. Okay. That's how image layers work. Now, thank you for the call. I'm to mute my call. Just give me a second. Thank you. Yeah, sorry for the delay. Now, let's see what I said was actually true or not, because I just said it theoretically. Because I said it just theoretically. Okay. Now, am I true? Let's see into it. Okay. I said 0 stands for. Okay. Now, those who have actually seen the NumPy videos, I guess Rima saw it. Okay. Can you say me what this particular thing does? Any guess? Anything will work out. And also the host can also try it, and the organizers can also try it. Okay. So let's have a try. Anyone from the meeting? What this particular array does? What this particular rather syntax does? Any idea? Brief idea? Give me wrong answers. Give me whatever answers you want. Any ideas? Okay, no issues. So what it does, it says for a NumPy array, np dot zeros, give me an array of 256 and 256, like this is the x, this is the y, and this is the z. Okay, give me an array of 3D with 256 rows with 256 columns and 3D means what's it? 3 axes. Okay. So 1, 2, and 3. Okay. And converted np.uint8. I have explained it in the video. Please refer it over there. Okay. So it forms an array of size zeros, of length, of like shape. This. Okay. I've also explained about shape. 3 is for 3 layers. Yeah, 3 is for 3 layers. 1, 2, and 3. Okay. So it is forming an array of shape 256, 256, 3, filling it all with zeros. Now let's see how it looks actually. Oh, I feel clumsy. See, this is how it actually looks. We have created an array of all 0. All 0. Can you see this? Now when you print this thing, what you will see, everything is 0. Okay, it's a 3D array. Everything has 0. Okay, now if you see it, see, you'll get a black image. Now let's do one thing. In this image, I said I have created 3 layers. Am I right? I have created 3 layers. Now let's start giving colors to these things. Okay. But first we'll do it one by one. So first there are all zeros. Now in the zero, in the first layer, now we'll be first talking about first layer, the zeroth layer. Okay. In the zeroth layer, first we'll be filling the colors. Only the zeroth layer. Everything is zero. The two layers are zero. And in the third layer, we are like in the like first layer we are filling it with ones. Okay, why ones? We want to see what color is it now. So it's 250 into 1. What it means, it gives you the brightest color. Okay, so it will give you blue color. Okay, so in the first layer it's blue, in the second layer I said about it's green, and in the third layer it's red. So let's see what we are talking about, it's right or wrong. So now, so in the first layer we are just filling up the color. Now let's fill up the color and let's see what it gives. Yeah, it gives you blue. Now let's see about the second layer. In the second layer, the first layer is gone. In the second layer, now we have to comment this thing. Now why we have to comment this thing? I will be leaving this question to you guys. After explaining this thing, I would like to expect the answer. Like just brainstorm, why are we commenting this thing? Okay, and I would like to know why we are commenting and like to hear the answers from you guys. Okay, now let's go into the first layer. Okay, now sorry, let's go into the second layer. First layer we saw. In the second layer, now let's fill it up with 255. Okay, so after filling it with 255, we can see we get a green color. Why we green color? Because we are doing only the second layer, not the first, not the first, neither the third. Okay, neither the first, not the third. Okay, so we are just filling up with the second layer. What happens if we uncomment all three? Will they mix? Chandra, yeah, you're right. So if we do this thing, if we uncomment this and we can do it, so it will mix green and blue. Now, if you see this, you'll see color. It is mixing green and blue. So that's how things work. That's how like images work actually. Okay. Now I have to again like comment these things, because if we can't like won't comment this, it won't happen. Uh, we are doing the third layer, the last layer. For seeing the last layer, will you see it is giving you the red color. So there are three particular layers. First, we said we are doing this particular two layers as zero. We are initializing all these things with zero. Over here, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, and giving value to only to this particular frame. Okay, only to this particular like layer. Okay, in order to get different shades, we change the ones. Yeah, we change not the ones, but we change like different particular points value. Over here, what we are doing, we are initializing all with 255. Now, if you do all with 255, you will get a bright red. Okay. Now, if you give it all with 200, you will get this thing. Okay, like this color, more darker color. Now, if you give all with 100, you will get a more darker color. If you get 10, you will get a more darker color, closer to black. Okay. So if you play with around it, you will understand more. See, you are getting a maroon type color. So by different shades, by different mixing of colors, you can get different colors. Okay, and it's all about like different values. This all represents the what do you say, intensity of that particular color. If it is 255, it is the brightest. Okay, if you give 255, it's brightest. Okay. The real values will be changed to get the gradient effect. You can get a gradient effect. If you change the value perfectly. But yeah, it is a tedious work. Okay, so best of luck with that. So like you can get things like and work with it. Like obviously it's about images. You can form images. Gradient is also about image. If you do a gradient color, it's also about images. So you can form it. No issues. Now if you mix the three colors as our Chandra said about it, so you will see this particular color appear, white. Because obviously red, green, and black, sorry, red, green, and blue mixes up to form white. I guess this particular answer you guys know it, ain't you? Anyways, so that's how things work out. That's how an image works. Okay. Now, before working with images, now as you can see, this is a very big image. Now you need to resize it now because you can work with this image always scrolling down and up. That's pretty annoying. It's darn annoying. Okay, so you have to resize this image. Now how you need to resize? Let's go. img cv2.resize the image. Okay, that's okay. I did. Oof, my bad. Just give me a second. I forgot to explain the thing. Okay, in over here, we are seeing a resizing. Now cv2.resize is another the syntax. We are sending the image and saying it resize me for the length of 400, 400. Now you can't obviously change the like the third dimensions, like the three dimensions. Okay, the third dimension you can't change. It's like colored dimension. So obviously you can change that particular part. Okay, so what you can change for resizing, you need to do just the length and the breadth. Okay, that's you're doing. You're saying give me an image of 400 and 400. Okay, so when we are doing it 400 by 400, you're getting this image. Okay, now sometimes what happen, you don't know the image size. Okay, you don't know what is the image size, what is like uh, image length or anything. Okay, then what you do is image cv2 resized, send the image or shape of one, means the first thing, the first layer, the first dimension. Okay, means this thing x. Okay, and then the y. You're sending it and saying you're dividing it by 2. Now who can say what this operator does? Let's see, it was covered in the Python basics part. Let's see who can see me what it does. Come on guys, let's see, come on. Oh yeah, this is a basic, come on. This is an operator, integer division. Others? Let's hear from others too. Guys, come on. Let's give a big, like some answers. Okay, so anyways, so basically the double slash operator in Python is used to perform float division. Now it divides the first number by the second number and rounds the result down to the nearest integer. Okay. No, sure, Atrika, you at least tried. Okay. Anyway, so for example, is 5 double slash 2, it will equal 2. Okay. While 5 slash 2 will equal 2.5. Okay. So it gives you float division. Excuse me. So why we are using the double slash operator to resize the image? By like when we are sending the image, you can't like send the image length like 2.5. Like obviously you can break down the array into 0.5. Like 0.5, give me this 0.5. Like when you are like buying a mouse, you will not say, okay, give me the wire right now, and I will take the particular mouse button at next time. You will take the particular scroll button another next time, and I will assemble it in later. You can't. You buy the whole mouse in the section. Okay. Likewise, you can divide the array. So we need all the what I say. We need the integer values. Okay, it only accepts the integer value. So that's the only thing. Okay, so over here, why we are doing it first? Because yeah, this makes sense. So image or shape says width first, then height. So this is the image or shape, this is the height. The 0th position is the height, and at the first position we got the width. Okay, so after resizing, so it's 400 by 400. I guess it will be 200 comma 200. Okay, now if we just go and do image dot shape, you guys can see that wait a minute. I mistake something. Even I forget stuffs. Nice. I forgot the syntax. That shape was another for something else. My bad. Anyways, so that's the thing. Okay, you will get the 200 count 200. You first resize the image of this particular size. What was the size of the image? Size of the image was 20408 and 1,1662. You're resizing it to 400,400 at first. Then you're saying, resize the image, like whatever value you are getting, divided by 2. Like you want to resize the image, whatever the size of the image is, resize the image to its half. Okay. So you're reducing to the half. Okay, divided by 2. Now you can obviously divide by 3, 4, whatever you want. You can do it a quarter, you can do it anything you want. Okay. So you can see it, image.shape, you can get the size of the image actually. Now, these whatever we are doing right now, these are all pre-processing steps, because whenever you guys need to train your model with like train your images with your machine learning model, sometimes you have to send like whatever we did in a linear regression. What we did, we send the data. We are giving some data, and according to that particular data, we are generating or predicting some output. Now, in computer vision machine learning, what we have to do, we have to send this particular array. We're not sending the picture, we're sending this particular array into the machine learning, into the machine learning models, and predicting some output. Okay. So for that thing, we need to pre-process. We need to pre-process the data using pandas. We need to pre-process these things, these images perfectly too. Okay, that's why we are learning flipping an image. Okay, to create variations in image. Okay, now you know what is flipping, obviously. Okay, just flip the image. So for image flip, for the vertical or horizontal, wait a minute. Yeah, for vertical axis flip, you have to send the image. There's the syntax, image underscore flip. Achha, you guys are doing with me now. Like, am I being too fast? Am I being too slow? I guess I'm not being too slow, but am I being too fast to keep up? Are you guys doing with me these things? Guys? Aratrika, Chandra, Rima, the active people. Chat right now. Okay, anyways, so let's go on ahead. So for flip, I missed the last part. Which part? Which part you missed? Keep me at hold if anyone thinks I'm going fast, just say me ki bhaiya 2 minutes. Just give me a sec. I'm just completing it. Just saying. Okay, get this one. This size one. Okay, you missed this part. Okay, cool. Just see, write it down. No worries. Wait a minute. Okay, so till Rima is doing this chatter. Cool. So now flipping an image. What is image flipping? Now image flipping is nothing but flipping an image. So first we will do vertical axis flip. Now for vertical axis flip, we have to send the image and we have to say it's 0. Now 0 is for vertical axis flip. Now if you see it's a vertical axis flip. This is a vertical axis and it's flip according to that. Now for if you want to do the horizontal axis flip, you will see this thing. It's the horizontal axis flip. Okay, just it's the horizontal axis. Accordingly, there was a flip. And for horizontal axis flip, this is 1. Now, if you do -1, it will do both vertical axis flip and horizontal axis flip. Now, if you see over here, see mirrored images. Yeah, right over. Yeah, mirrored images. So it did both the flips, horizontal as well as vertical. Okay. Now that is what about flipping. Okay. Now next from the flip, we are going to cropping. Now you guys have often went and to some website and just cropped your image. Okay. You went somewhere and said crop the image or resize the image. Now you can make a website where you can flip an image, where you can crop an image custom, where you can save the image. So you can make a website of this. It's a very basic website which is already being done, but you can just give it a try and make a project out of it. Yeah, I've made a website named resizing tool. Wait a minute, let me show if I got that website or not. resizing the site. Wait a minute. Person who created the reference. Okay, if I get it, I will show you guys. So the person used that like these particular things only. You guys can easily create these stuffs. Okay. Anyways, now going on to cropping. Again, for before cropping, just check what is the size of the image, 200 comma 200. Okay. Now we are saying like crop the image. Give me a cropped image from 100 to 150 because we can go above 150 now because sorry we can go above 200 now because there is no pixels only. So how can we get like go there? So we are saying okay, give me all the rows from 100 to 150 and give me all the columns from 50 to 100 such that I can get that cropped image. Now if I see that cropped image, this is that particular area or this, which one? This one, no? Am I right? Am I wrong? See me, which one is the thing? Which particular part is this? This one or this one? Come on guys, this is the ये तो बेसिक है ना, बताओ कौन सा वाला है? Guys, anyone try, have a try, any idea? Okay, no issues. So upper, this one, lower one is it? Okay. Others, Aratriga, this is of the flipped image. You say me. I don't know. I'm just asking from you guys. You say me. What is it? No pressures. बताओ कौन सा है? ये वाला है, ये वाला है, ये वाला है, ये वाला है. Which one? Okay, Rima said upper. Okay, upper part I think. Okay. For everyone who said no, it's because if you see, we are passing image. We are not passing the image flip. It was a trick question actually. So we are not passing the image flip. We are passing the image. So see what you're seeing. So what we are getting is this thing. We are getting this part. Okay, that was the confusion. Yeah. So what we are getting is nothing but this part. Okay. Understood? Because we are flipping the image now. So we are not passing the IMG flip, we are passing the IMG. Okay, so just keep in mind, like whenever you're going to these things or whenever you're going to certain competitions, you guys will get these type of trick questions. Okay. So just look into the variables first. कि अच्छा कौन सा variable भेज रहे वो तो देख लेते पहले. So that's the thing. Okay. Anyways, moving ahead. Now obviously, when you guys do these things, you guys need to save the image now. Like you did a crop, you did a resizing of image, you did something with the image. Now you need to save that image. Obviously, come on, duh guys. You need to save the image. So for saving the image, just give the name, the file name. I have given it opencv.jpg. Okay, and send the image, the edited image. Okay, whatever image you want to send, just send that particular value. And the code is the syntax is cv2.imwrite. Okay, when you see this, when you see this, you see there is a file being saved. OpenCV.jpg. See, file has been saved. Got it, guys? Okay. Now, okay, let me show you first something, then you will guys understand what the interesting part we're gonna do right now. And stop presenting. Present object detection. Can you see my screen right now? Oops, guys, can you see my screen? Now, often when we need to detect an object, we will get this particular picture. Okay, and in this particular picture, we have to detect an object. Now, how are we going to detect it? These are all what we say bounding boxes. Now, we have to draw a circle or we have to draw a rectangle around it. Okay, yeah, this is the cycle, this is the dog, this is the car. So we have to, like, there's a laptop, you guys can see the like rectangles. You guys will get an image, and according to that image you guys have to detect what object is there. So for detecting the object, you need to draw the lines now. You need to draw a particular circle or a particular box, like that. For that reason, we need to learn how to draw the lines, how to work with it. You can see over here also. Okay, so you need to know how to do these things. That's why share this tab instead. That's why I need to know how to draw shapes. Okay, so first drawing shapes, let's first take a blank canvas. Okay, we are saying this is a canvas, so we have taken a black canvas. Let's see what is it. See, we do. I am show image. So we took a black canvas. Okay. Over here we will be working out whatever circles or whatever creativity we can do here. Okay, so first we are going with the rectangle. So over here, what we are doing, we are sending CV to the rectangle. It is saying make it draw a rectangle, and it is sending the image variable. Okay, this is the image variable we are sending, and in the PT1, it is saying, okay. Now, wait a minute. Let's see your rectangle thing. So you guys see this rectangle? Okay. Now what computer vision does, it says me, what is the black canvas? Why is the black canvas black? A blank. Okay. Blank canvas blank. Sorry, black, because what is a blank thing? Blank means null or zero values. And what is zero in computer vision language? Isn't it black? Zero is for black, I said, and 255 for white, I said. So whenever you're doing a blank canvas, it actually means it's black. Means we are initializing it all with zeros now. Whenever we are initializing it all with zeros, we're actually setting it up as a black image or black canvas. Okay, I just named it as a canvas. Okay, my bad. Anyways, the thing is, whenever we need to draw a rectangle, yeah, it's a by default thing. Yeah. Other than default, it's a pretty logical one, because for zero you're giving like black, and for 55 it's for white. So whenever we are initializing it with zero, it's giving you black. Now you can give it as a white also, no issues. Okay. Anyways. Now whenever we are going to draw a rectangle, okay, the OpenCV says me, don't give all the 4 points. I don't need all the 4 points. Just give me this point and this point. Just give me these 2 points and I will draw it for you. No worries. Just give me what is this point and what is this point, and I will draw it for you. Just say me this, what is the value of this, means from this to this, and say me from this value from this to this. And you can draw a line now, because you are getting like 2 lines from here, 1 and 2 line, and you're getting 2 lines from here, this and this. So you can obviously draw a line. Okay. So that's how it is drawing. So you guys understood, like by the 2 points here, you can draw the rectangle. How you can draw the rectangle? Like, was it clear? People, okay. Others, Arathrik and Chandra are the most active people right now. Oh. Just like the consistency, man. Keep these things up. Oh, Rima is also there. Nice. These 3 people are the most consistent ones. Nice one. So we are giving the swags. Anyways, so we are giving the 0.1, the 100, 100, and the 0.2, 300, 300. Okay, and same color, like we are determining it as 255 and thickness as 1. If you see this thing, and you will see rectangle image, and yeah. Now white, it is showing us blue. Same. White is showing us blue. Arey, okay. Ask Arunima that. Arunima is the in charge of swags. First layer is blue. Nice. First layer is blue. Yeah, this is the first layer, this is the second layer, and this is the third layer. And we're giving a thickness of 100. If we give thickness of, thickness of 1, if we give the thickness of 100, what it will give us? Isn't it cool? Oh, you guys can play with it. Okay, no worries. So that is what thickness is doing. Okay, you guys can try it in like try it on your PC. No worries. Okay. Okay. Why see me after doing this thing? Why am I still getting this? Why am I like I just run my code again and still I'm getting this particular thickness? Why? Any abrupt guesses? Like I don't expect from you guys to like answer this thing, but I need their abrupt guesses. Any abrupt guesses why it is doing like this? Like if I'm the mentor who is teaching for first time OpenCV, okay, so I'm like I'm stuck over here. Let this like the audience handle. कि audience आके बोलेगा मेरे को, yeah, this is why we are getting this thing. Any idea why we are getting this? Abrupt guesses, abrupt. Don't need the actual answers. Anyone from the? Did you run both the codes? Yeah, I ran this code now. See, I just run. You can see over here. I'm running it. You can see over here. I'm running it again. Yo. Anyone? Any guesses? Let's see. In the first, I said it was a canvas. Can you take the hint now? I said it was a canvas. Why I said it as a canvas? Already the array was filled with thickness 100. Nice, Arathaka. Nice. Yeah. When I said it was canvas, zero with the printer kind of. So basically, whenever I said it can't return to one, well, it can return to one, but what it is printing, you can see like it's just okay. Let me explain it. I said it was a canvas. Okay, what does a canvas do? Like you draw image, like you draw a stroke, like you draw a rectangle. Okay, from I said draw a rectangle, living 3 centimeters from above and living 3 centimeters from below. Draw a rectangle for me. Okay, with like thickness of 1 or thickness of 2. Now again I said, ki draw me a rectangle. Okay, living the 3 centimeters, living the same 3 centimeters, same positions. At that same position, draw me a rectangle of thickness 1. Before you draw, like you drew a rectangle with thickness of 2, now you drew a rectangle of thickness of 1. You're just drawing again over there. What it is doing, it is a canvas, so it is sending the image, and on top of the image, it is just drawing the rectangle. Okay. So what we have to do, like if we rerun the code, then we have like we'll get the blank canvas again. And if you see over here, we will get this thing again because it is a canvas now. So we are drawing over there in the top of the image. We are drawing a rectangle. Okay. Now, if I give the position a bit off, for example, if I give a position of 200 and over here I give a position of like 200, 200, and over here I give a position of 100, 100. Okay, now you see this thing. It's drawing in that top of the image only. See, in that top of the image only. That is what it is doing. Am I able to clear this thing? Why it is happening like this? Is it clear to you guys? So it's drawing another particular box in that. So rectangle circles are predefined, right? Rectangles and circles are predefined. Basically, it's a rectangle is a special case of square. So we are doing it a square over here. So yeah. What if we want to do random shapes? Random shapes you can do. That's about annotations and all. So whenever you do this, you guys don't do manually. You guys have tools to annotate stuffs. Okay. Now that's a very interesting question. So you guys don't have to do these things. Obviously, you can do like if you want to do this, you need to do a line. Like, what do you mean by custom shape, random shape? The random shape means you're determining a line. Everything is a line now. This like a circle is also a line. What does a circle do? At every point, it is like turning to 90 degree, turning to 45 degree, I guess. Yeah. At every point it is moving, it is turning to 45 degree and creating a circle. Circle is also a line. but every time it is moving, it is like turning into a 45-degree and creating you a circle. So you can do it just by doing like creating some lines, but it is like a way more harder thing. Like it is very tough. Means you need to put in a lot of effort. But yeah, obviously you can do. If you are crazy like me, you can do it. Keep it up. So yeah, you can do it. You can give it a try actually. That's a very interesting thing. Okay, give it a try actually. Anyways, let's move into circle. Okay, till this much everyone is clear. Like everyone's basic concepts are clear. Others, Chandra, Aratrika, others. Okay, no issues. Clear हो जाएगा धीरे धीरे. And if you guys have any doubt, do approach. Okay. Now over here, what is doing? It's saying me sending an image. The sender is saying setting the position of the image, like the 100th row and the 400th column. Okay, it's saying which at the center position of the image, and saying, "Ki draw me a circle of radius 50, color of which color it will be? Say me, which color it will be? Red, green, or blue? Or green, red, or blue? Red. Others? People, red. Is the Ratrika right? Okay. I think it will be blue. Am I right? Am I right or Ratrika is right? Let's see. I am thinking it's blue. Nah, I think I'm like it's blue, I guess. Nah, like it should be blue. Come on. Others? It's okay. Okay, let's see. Is Aratrika, Rima, Shubham, Chandra is right? Or am I? Okay. Okay. Rima also said green. Okay, it might be green. I don't know actually. Let's see. Now, thickness of -1 says that it fills up the color. Okay. For example, if this is the box, where is the box gone? Box कहाँ गया? Box कहाँ गया? उसे ढूंढो. Oh. Yeah, so basically let's run the code only. Never mind. So yeah, I guess Aratrika was right. Rima was Shubham was right. Chandra was right. Okay, Rima. Let me say you one thing. Whenever you remember we are going into RGB, just remember computer sees us in opposite manner. BGR. Okay, BGR it sees. Okay, this for blue, this is for green, and this is for red. Okay, in the middle, it's always green. Okay, it's always green. Whenever it's changing in the middle part, it's always green. And over here it's red, and over here it's blue. So yeah, Aratrika, Shubham, and Chandra, you're right. Congrats. And BGR, no issues. I was there to confuse it. Sorry. Don't happens. The more you work with it, the more you'll understand. Anyways, so the thickness. Now what is -1? -1 basically fills up the whole thing. Okay, it is filling up the whole thing. Okay, clear with this thing till now? Am I clear with this particular part? Cool, nice. Now drawing lines. Okay. Now what about drawing lines? It will give you an error. Oh yeah. So over here, image is showing. It's giving you the image. It's sending you the image. It is saying PT1, like the point 1. This is the point 1, and what's the point 2? This is the point 2. 512. Okay. So it's giving me, because we're doing the array of 512, 512. Like there are 512 rows over here, and there are 512 columns over here. Okay. So that's why the last point is 512. This is the 512, and this is the 0. Okay. Now color we are setting it as a green and thickness as 2. Clear? And we are getting this line. Clear this much? Okay. If you guys have any doubt, just pause me up. Just say, yeah, you're going too fast. So basically, we are using the values to get the brightest color, right? Yeah, we are getting the brightest color. Now, if we give over here 100, let's see what. Okay, I have to change this particular part. The point I have to change a bit. Let's see if I give over here 100, 100. Let's see. See over here? Dark color you see? Just seeing this particular dark color. So that's it. 100 comma 100, what it means, it is coming over here. This is a 100, this is a comma 100. That's what it is like generating from here to here. Okay. Now if you give from here and you change this value from 500, then you can obviously play around with it. So right now I am just not playing much. Because I have to upload this in this code. So that's the thing. So it's up to you guys. What do you want to do with this thing? Okay. Anyways, now sometimes you want to insert like text into the image. Okay, I want text like you're feeling very cool and you want to just share with a friend. You are saying your friend that okay, you can write a text in the image. Let me show how I like how programmers write text in the image. Okay, you can just flex. Okay, by importing this thing, put text, give the send the image, send the position at the origin or the part, just send the image, set the font scale, the size, obviously font scale is size, the color, the setting of the color. Okay, see me what color it will be. होना क्या चाहिए? Aqua. Okay. Wasn't aqua was blue and green? I'm asking. Like I'm not sure. Wasn't aqua blue and green? Green and red get mixed. Yeah. Yeah. So okay. Now thickness you got it, and line type. Right now you don't have to give around much headache into it. Just remember you just give to a line type line AA. So that's it. And give the text. Okay. Give the text hello, and font face like italics. Okay. Give the font italic because you have to give this thing. Without this thing, the parameter like this code it won't work. Okay. So if you don't give this thing, you'll get an error. See, because it needs that particular parameter. Okay. Whenever like you guys did C and C++ now, so you guys had a function like int main in brackets int a comma int b. Now, if you didn't give a int b and you only passed one value, it will show you an error. Likewise, you have to give this thing, otherwise it will show you the error. Okay. See, it is giving you a hello. See? Now you can flex with the guys. That's how I run like the text or upload some reel. Anyways, so that was it for basic part. Now we are going to go into the object direction. This is optional. You guys can look into it, and it is interesting because इतना देर तक तो like picture के साथ खेले, like why we are playing with these pictures, why we are doing this thing. Now we'll understand these things. Okay. So I added a basic model, a very basic thing. Just imported some stuffs and did it. Okay. So if you guys are ready, and I would request you guys to do it with me because this is the interesting part. Where like if you guys do it, you guys will feel interesting. I'm just sending you the commands. Just go and like install these things first. Run this code. Like it is an interesting part. Like it is Yellow V5 model. Yellow V5 is often considered as the best model. Like we're going into an Ultralytics model. Like you remember now, when we did about linear regression, we imported it from scikit-learn. Okay, like this, it is another class from Yellow V5, which is used for computer vision stuffs. Okay, so do this thing fast, and after you guys are ready with it, just ping me up. What are the packages installed? Comment down, and I would request everyone, those who like those guys are not interested also, or those guys are like doing it for sake of sag also, no worries, just do it because it is the interesting part. It is the most interesting part. Like you guys will like feel energetic by this thing. Okay, bored नहीं होगे, boarding part थोड़ा खत्म हुआ है. Others, like for this part, let's get a like at least 10 yes, 10 dones. Come on, guys. Rima also run. Come on. Others, set up it fast. Come on. Let's give the code. Come on, guys. You guys just have to press shift and enter. Waiting. Okay. Shall I wait 2 more minutes or should I get going? Fast. Just reply. Okay, so almost I guess you guys are done. So after you install this thing, right now import torch. What is torch? Torch is a PyTorch. PyTorch is another library like scikit-learn, like another things. It's also another library, PyTorch, which is used for object detection. Okay. Right now, just play with it. Okay. Don't think about the backend part. Just don't think about the backend part right now. It's only like play with it. Okay. Matplotlib is for plotting graphs. I said in the linear regression part, it is used for plotting. So it's used for plotting. Okay. So let's run it. Import torch from matplotlib, import pyplot as plt. Did it? Now we need to load this model, Ultralytics Yellow V5 model. Okay, we are loading this particular model. Let's see what is this model. Okay, wait a minute. Control C, Control V. Let's go into the GitHub. It is a model. Okay. Now what will the model will be working with is Ultralytics. Okay. Wait a minute. Yeah. Okay. This is the Ultralytics model we have. With this model, we will be working with it. Okay. We will be using this small model because we don't need a large model right now. We're not doing many like big things, but we are doing the small things right now. So we'll be importing the small model Ultralytics. Okay. Yellow V5. Share this tab instead. Yeah. So yeah, let's go in. So import this first. Like in the model, as I said in linear regression, you take a model and initialize into a variable. We are doing the same over here. We are taking a model and initializing into this model variable. Okay. After you did this, done with this thing, Ultralytics Yellow V5. Okay. Now over here we have done Yellow V5S. The small S stands for small, the small size of the model. Okay, we're not calling a huge thing. We're just calling a small stuff. Now I have taken a random image. Okay, so this was a image from my recent hackathon. Anyways, I took this particular image. Let us see. CV2. I am show MG. This particular image we are taking. Okay, my bad. Wait a minute. Oh, also my bad. It won't work like this. Okay, see me why it didn't work actually. Why didn't it work? Why I got an error? Can anyone correct me why I got an error? I will be very happy if you guys can correct me. I'm just leaving this part. Okay, you guys see me why I got an error. Anyways, result is equal to model img. We are sending this particular image to the model. Okay, we just called on and to see like how many like we got, like how many lab things we got. Okay, let's see what it works basically. Let's talk less and work more. Anyways. Okay, so now you can see, okay, this is my recent hackathon image. So over here, it is detecting, even the blurred persons also detecting. You can see over here, this is a particular person, but this model can detect it also, it's a person. It is not working because of this Google Colab. Type Angie. Let the chat scrolling on. Let your guesses come in. I will then say it. But think more deeply. Okay. Why it is not working? Think it more deeply. Analyze it. What I'm sending, what variable I'm sending, and what it is working with. I'd like to hear the answers from you guys. Anyways, so as you can see in this particular image, it is even detecting this laptop, even it is not in this frame much. And what is this value? This value says how much confident The model is that yeah, this is a person. It is confident that it is 0.92. 90% it is confident that I am a human being, and yeah, like 8% is not considered me as a human being, unfortunately. Anyways, so it is considered. See, it is considering how many like how many people are there. Okay, so isn't it amazing? Over you can see when I said result.print, it is saying there are 8% and 2 laptops. Now, how it is being done? Okay. So in this model, what it is using a Coco like classes. So in this pre-trained model, there are certain classes. You can see this thing right now. Should I zoom it more? See, there is a class person, there is a class bicycle, there is a class car. Okay. There is a class cat, there is a class bird, there is a class dog. So there are different types of classes. There are how many? 81 classes, like 81 classifications. Okay, there are 81 classification made in this Coca dataset. Now you can create your custom dataset, you can create your custom class. Okay, so obviously you can create a custom class, but I'm just showing you like how it works. Right now, obviously you can do it like you can segregate like within the person you are saying which is girl and which is boy. You can create your own class. Now that is done by annotating. Like that is a huge thing. That is like elephant stuff, and that takes really time, like real time it takes. So I'm not doing it right now, but I will share your resources if you really want how like explore this part. But this is what it does. Like, isn't it amazing? Like it can detect everything, even at blurred quality also. It is detecting over this image also. It is saying that there are 8 persons and 2 laptops. Okay. So that's the thing it is doing. Okay. Are you getting this point? Did you guys get a little bit interest with computer vision, or is computer vision more interesting or machine learning more interesting? But machine learning and computer vision are correlated, but which was more interesting, performing with the data set or performing with images? Well, again, I contradicted my point. This is also a data set. Dealing with numbers or dealing with images, this would be a bit right, I guess. Even I see only one laptop, lol. Yeah, now what it is doing, it is saying 0.36 confident. Now over here, image can't see what it is. Even it is a like desktop, it is looking, isn't it looking like a laptop monitor? Isn't it looking like a laptop monitor? Say me honestly. So the images, the computer is saying ki, I am 0.36 confident, I am like 30% confident this might be a laptop. And over it is 60% confident that is a laptop. Okay, like the model like does not know. Okay, the SNU also have a like a barrier between two separate decks. Okay, so it doesn't know. So it is considering it as a laptop because it is looking like a laptop monitor. So it is saying I'm not confident that much, but it might be a laptop. So it is saying I'm 36% confident. But over here, I'm 60% confident. That means yeah, more than 50%. That means it is pretty much confident. Okay. Over here, you can see everything more than 9 or everything more than 5 is approximately true, but it is less than 5. That means it might or it might not be true. Getting the points? समझा क्या सब लोग? Because this is the almost end part we are in. We are done actually. So that's the thing. Okay, you guys can play. Let me see another image if I can import. Let me see. You guys can like download an image and paste it over there. Okay, so you guys live. Let's see. Yeah, it will be a good image. What is the answer for the part? I still need to like ask you guys what is the answer. I won't say right now. Think about it. You guys got time. I am still there. Don't worry. I will give you the answer, but just brainstorm the idea first. So how does it differentiate between robots and humans when we are given the task to prove we are not robots? What do you mean by that? I student Chandra, metal detector. अरे यार. Okay. But what was the question, Chandra? I didn't get it actually. Copy path
এই
is
কিছু ওয়েবসাইটসে থাকে না, লাইক আই এম নট আ রোবট, যেটা
that's
মানে
a capture
ইমেজগুলো,
detection. That's a
ইয়া,
capture detection.
তো
The,
ওটাতে ডিফারেন্সিয়েট কি করে করছে তাহলে? ইফ দ্য অ্যাকুরেসি
हाँ,
ইজ সো হাই, মানে
see, this is a particular like এটা কিন্তু পুরো আলাদা ব্যাপার like this is totally different what you're asking is totally different. Still I
আচ্ছা,
will answer what you're asking in captcha. It studies your behavior. Okay, for a robot what happens is why this captcha was actually introduced. It was introduced because of the like repeated spamming of the server request. Okay, that's why the captcha was actually introduced. Now captured like whenever you're clicking on that particular box you guys see the buffering and it says yeah you are not an like robot. Was that actually means it studies your behavior. Okay, uh, why can't I download this image? Yeah, that's so annoying. So it basically studies like your behavior and then results the output. The robot, if there is a robot, it will do like it. There is a separate set of algorithm, okay, which which was not set in particular. I mean, it was discussed in TED Talk about the captcha. Okay, so that's the thing. And what we are doing object detection. It's not about robot. It's an object detection. Like whatever picture you pass, it will detect what object it is. Okay, whatever object it has, whatever object it will get. Uh, object image.
না আমি সেটা এক্স্যাক্টলি বলছি না, মানে যেগুলোতে থাকে না, ধরো যে একটা ইমেজ দিল, সেখানে সিলেক্ট দ্য পার্টস ওয়্যার দেয়ার ইজ আ বাইসাইকেল, দ্যাট কাইন্ড অফ আ থিং। তো ওটা লাইক আমরা করছি অর কোনো রোবট করছে, সেই জিনিসটার মধ্যে ডিফারেন্সিয়েট কি করে করছে তাহলে? যদি এতটাই মানে অ্যাকিউরেসিটা সো মাচ লাইক হিউম্যান, তো তাহলে ওই ডিফারেন্সটা যে চুজটা কে করছে তাহলে সেইটা বোঝার জন্য আই মেন্ট।
এই চুজের আমি বললাম কি it is all about behavior.
বিহেভিয়ার, ওকে।
It doesn't see your like a computer can choose an image, but computer যে ফাস্ট রেটে ক্লিক করবে ওই ইমেজ সেটা তুই করবি না।
আচ্ছা,
Okay, so it doesn't actually sees what image you are clicking, rather it sees what is your behavior you're clicking. Sometimes you will see ki like you guys click the right images
হুম
but still it is showing you are a robot, like why it's so.
হুম হুম,
So it's seeing ki, like how things are working like that.
বুঝলাম বুঝলাম, রাইট।
uh, God give me a freaking image man. Upload चल जा सिमसन copy path. This should work I guess. Yeah, let's see. I just took out a thing from here, so it is only saying me this is a remote even if it is a calculator. Okay, so you can see it is a remote, but it can't identify these all images. Why it can identify? Because these are images are not in the classes data set. Okay, so that's why it can identify what are the other things. Okay, so that's why it can identify. Now you can try it with other pictures also. Enter KH মনে হচ্ছে। So that's the thing. You can laptopটা করলো না this thing, yeah, because you know it's all about like how the model is working. It's not me who's designing the model. Now if you want अरे यार, don't be so dark also. Now if you want to really want to do this model, that's why you know like that's why there are engineers to do this, because just importing a model and doing this thing won't work out now. In industry level there will be scenarios like over here it is only detecting this thing. Even if it is a calculator I can see it promptly it is saying it is a remote. Okay, so it is like that's why where the like data scientists come in. come into the role. It does the custom object detection. So we can add our classes here. We can add our classes. Okay, I do have a GitHub for, like, I do have a project for this. I will share you the GitHub link where I did the drowsiness detection. Okay, I uploaded it in the WhatsApp also. So I did a drowsiness detection. So I was playing with this thing, and then I came across, yeah, so we can do this thing also with this. I am not doing it because for time constraint, like it is a very long procedure, and you guys first have to annotate it, then you guys have to send that image, like send that particular data set into working, and then it will compile for like 40 minutes, 50 minutes. Okay, so that's why I'm not doing it. So you guys can obviously explore it. How can you create a class? Okay. So yeah, that's it for today. You guys have any doubt regarding it? You can ask. Any project, like regarding the project also you can ask. Okay. Okay. So you guys can ask anything right now regarding today or regarding the previous day. I guess we're missing someone. Isn't Jamidul over here? Jamidul hasn't joined the meeting. Oh, okay. Oh yeah, yes. He said about he was not joining. My bad. So you guys have any questions? Also, I forgot about the error part. Okay, sorry, I forgot about it. Okay, did you guys get why this error was coming? Let's see. Some people actually answered about it. Where are the things? Yeah, type. Rima said type in bracket image. It was not working because it is Google Colab. Again, said type in path. Or here it said about path. Okay. So basically, the thing is, it is the path. Now remember, CV2, I am sure, actually sees arrays. You guys forgot the basic part. It is actually showing you the array. See, when you are doing IMG, it is giving you a format of array. Array, yaar, change ho gaya. Wait a minute, I have to again do this thing. See, when you're doing this, you're seeing an array. Okay. See, oh yeah, this is the array. That's what is converting into the image. It is converting the array into the image. Now, when I'm sending the path, okay, when I'm sending the path, it is just the path. For the path, I have to read the path first. I'm setting this is the image path. I have to read the image path first. So what is the image path? cv2.imread. So what I have to do? cv2.imread, sending that image path. Then it will convert into the array format. Isn't it so? Isn't it so? Same. Even that's why the error was coming, because we are sending a string value rather than an array. You guys get like why the error was coming? That's the particular reason that it was coming. Yeah, I guess we're all done. So let's see. Open house.
Everyone, we have started with the Q&A sessions, and before leaving, please don't forget to fill up the feedback form.
But feedback from what's it? Oof. Okay, sorry, I forgot. Yeah. So was the that's what the error said. Cool. Pushkar, you should answer that thing. You didn't answer it. Come on. Okay, we'll be taking answers for like 2 to 3 minutes again. I guess no one has any answer. So no one has any question. Glad you would just notice the error. Whenever you notice some error, just go and be like, just don't go and spread whatever part you're on. Just see the error, what is the error, and then look, like then backtrack it. So yeah, Pushkar, your approach was right. Anyways, the projects will be given. I hope you guys are doing the project of linear regression too. Regarding the linear regression project, there is one thing you guys need to pre-process your data set using pandas. Okay, there is a trick given over here. Those who can perform the trick, they will be evaluated higher, and those who can't, unfortunately, they will be evaluated less. So do watch the pandas or do learn the pandas from wherever you like. Okay, and just get the done with the linear regression project. Okay, and don't keep it for the remaining days because you will be getting the computer vision project too. So yeah, okay, I'm gonna go ahead.
Thank you everyone for attending today's session. I hope it was fun filled and knowledgeable for you. And yeah, you can leave the session if you want. And if you have any more doubts, Archisman is here and you can ask him as well.
Thanks for joining in, everyone. Thank you. Good night.
Sharak, once you close the stream, just notify me, okay?